Thank you very much. Kwanza, members of the media, nataka kuwa very objective and very rational on this matter, because it is an issue that is going to affect the lives of Kenyans, especially our children, and we need to set a good example for them. As Babu Owino, I was the longest serving SONU chairman in the history of the world. I served for a period of 4 terms under the able leadership of Professor Albert Omore Magoha, who is the nominee for the position of the Cabinet Secretary, Education. And I would like to state that this is a gentleman that I've known for many years. Professor, when I joined my first year at the University of Nairobi in the year 2008, I was suspended in my first semester when I contested for a position in a students' union to no success. Professor gave me an opportunity, he gave me a chance, and later on I managed, he returned me back to university from suspension. Later on I managed to be the chairman of the University of Nairobi under his watch and leadership. Then afterwards, I scored first-class honors in actuarial science. Right now, even scoring a B is not easy, even in high school. But under during his tenure, I scored first-class honors in actuarial science. And now, I'm a member of Parliament of Embakasi East constituency. Were it not for this good professor, I would not be a member of Parliament, because I would have probably stayed at home during my suspension period. 2, there were students who were caught with 13 guns at Mamlaka hostels in the year 2003, before Professor became a Vice Chancellor in 2004. These students had murder charges, around 10. And members of the press, you can get that story even from Google and from your archives. And in addition to that, they had robbery with violence charges. 3 of the students were actually imprisoned, life imprisoned. And 2, namely one Bernard Omondi and Danson Mwangi, appealed after 8 years, and they were given an opportunity. The court found that they were liable for manslaughter, but not murder, but his colleagues were liable for murder. These students, later on, after leaving prison, they came, found me as a student leader in the year 2011. They requested me that they would want to proceed with their education. I went straight to Professor Albert Magoha, and he gave these students an opportunity. One is an engineer, and the other one is an economist. There was a student in the history of the University of Nairobi who was an ardent enemy of Professor Magoha. The student was called KJ Ngaruya. Ngaruya was a former SONU chairman. When he was expelled, Magoha gave him an opportunity to finish his studies. So many students during the suspension period and expulsion period, Professor gave them an opportunity. He gave them a second chance in their lives. And at least now all those students can attest and can say that Professor is a good-hearted man. Professor managed to bring the university from its knees, and the University of Nairobi became #1 in the whole nation for a very long period of time, and in East Africa it was #2. In the whole of Africa, the University of Nairobi was #4 during Professor's time. Therefore, I would love to urge Kenyans. I was not given an opportunity to ask questions because people who are vetting the professor probably had their own issues with me, because I wanted to say the truth. And for the first time, give the devil his due. Professor Albert Magoha should be the Cabinet Secretary, Education. This is one of the decisions that the President has made with a clear mind. Mr. President, I salute you for that. Professor Magoha is going to change, to bring positive changes in the education sector. I rest my case. God bless Kenyans. Asanteni sana.